Well, hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. This week we have a full supermoon coming up in Aries, and it is the final supermoon of this cycle. I've been talking about it this whole time. Now I have confirmation. I have done the research. I have looked back. Supermoons do, in fact, come in groups of threes. Once a year you get a set of full super moons and a set of new supermoons. But what's different about this particular set that we have is the mirror effect of epigee and perigee, and that's the dramatic thing that I've been talking about this whole time. So if you go back from December of last year into February of this year was our first set of 3 supermoons, and they were super new moons that came in with a pairing of micro full moons. When you have a micro moon, the moon is the farthest away that it possibly can be, and when you have a super moon, it is as close as it can possibly be. The epigee and perigee do not typically line up in a way where you would have the moon moving as far as it possibly could go and then coming as close as it possibly could in a matter of 2 weeks. That's not common. That's not normal. That's weird, actually. So, this being our final supermoon coming up from the micro moon and then leading up into our next month of moons where we have a pair of eclipses to close out this whole big cycle once and for all, for really, yeah, it's crazy, interesting, neat energy. Really love it. Hey, look, I tiraded a little bit longer, getting into some astrology with you guys. Just a little bit. No professional am I, but I'm learning, I'm growing. We all are. And as I said, I feel like it's very much related to these dramatic moons that we've had this cycle, this year. Everything that we've been going through is just transformation after transformation. I'm not the same person I was when I started this. Guarantee you aren't either. If you really look at it, if you really, you have those mornings you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm somebody else now. I'm a better, stronger version of who I used to be, and it's beautiful. It's awesome. It's so much fun. So, getting into this full supermoon, it's in Aries, and it is, again, our final stages of this dramatic growth process that we've been going through. So, it's kind of nice that it's ending in our head, which is where Aries rules. It's in our heads. This is us being strong in our minds, strong in our determination, strong in our decisions, walking your talk, being that person that you said you were going to be. That is the general energy for this Aries full supermoon that's coming up. And I am just so excited to get into it with you guys. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's go do our reads. Well, hey there, Scorpio. I'm just kind of doing an intuitive, winging it kind of thing this full moon here. Honestly, Aries, I feel right in my head. I feel confident in whatever comes out. I don't need to control it. I don't need to stress it. That's just the vibe I'm riding, so how you doing? Yeah, can't even pull anything from anybody's reads 2 weeks ago from my own memory. It's fine. I'm gonna do stories to tell, don't we? Well, that certainly is deep and aggressive, is it not? Seven and 5 swords. The way the 2 came out even, I don't know if you can actually catch on the bottom, the sword here and the sword here, they're actually pointing at each other. Somebody clearly cheated to gain the upper hand to defeat somebody. With the Ten of Pentacles on the top of the deck. In the home. Hi, Scorpio. How are you doing? It's Tears Day. So it's like, it's kind of aggressive, but you know, Scorpio will be fine. Sorry, it's that Mars energy. We're cool. We're cool. We're getting into it, aren't we? Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna read it like I see it, and it is what it is. This is affecting your home space. This is affecting your Ten of Pentacles. This is affecting what you have built, what you have created. We're beating each other up. Mentally, emotionally, physically. We're sneaking around. We're saying nasty things about each other. There's just a lot of toxicity in this house. There's toxicity in the house. Do you remember that Virgo new moon? We were talking about this, I remember at least. We were talking about how we have to expel that toxic waste so it doesn't build up. Nine Swords. Fell into my lap. I can't twist this or bend this in any way that's not malicious, aggressive. It's fear-inducing. This is causing nightmares, waking nightmares. This is the stuff that you always feared. I'm literally just picking up, like, this is like the, you know how a lot of people didn't have great upbringings, didn't have great homes, families, had their problems. This feels like you are reliving the horrors of your childhood, making your parents' relationship into your own. Three Swords on the deck. Now we have a Seven of Pentacles in your overall energy. There's no other way to read this, Scorpio. I present this to another reader. Take out my words and just focus on the cards. It's deep. Send it. End it. Take a cleansing breath with me, Scorpios. Just fill up your lungs all the way up and hold it. And just let it all out. Take a breath. Scorpios. You Scorpios, you go way, way down into the deepest depths of human emotions. Take a real deep breath. It's not swords coming out. That is another seven. We've seen 3 sevens now. 7 of Wands. There's definitely another 7 in there somewhere. Okay. Six Cups, 8 Pentacles, and 3 Wands. Oh, okay. Pick up your memories. Pick up your golden memories, your cherished memories from this relationship, and use those aspects to continue to rebuild your spirit. I'm not saying to keep putting yourself through this toxic situation. What I am saying is right now you are so backed up on all of this toxicity that's been building and growing and festering in your scope right now, that what you really need to do is just take a little step back, retreat, go to your parents' house for a couple of days or months to get your life back together. Whatever it is that you need to do, pick out those golden cups. That's the message out of this. Is you have some emotional support in your life. It may not be the options, the choices that you want to be utilizing, but if they're made of gold and that water is clean, drink it. Drink from those cups and use the vitality from these simple, meager cups to rebuild your spirit and start getting things together for something new. Start manifesting. This isn't the Magician card. This isn't but this Three of Wands does just have he's picking up sticks and utilizing them to his best advantage. He has enough knowledge and understanding of the mystical power of these sticks that he has collected to actually manifest something for himself, to create something, to draw something in to his scope, to his perspective. Keep it guarded too. And just look back on that guard as I picked up the deck. Started shuffling right away, but keep that part guarded too. Those golden cups, those helpful outlets that you have. Hold on tightly to those right now, because again, that's the thing that's going to help you to rebuild and reestablish yourself in spirit. And from that rebuilding time that you take, that is where you will get your fire back. You will get your will to make again, your will to create again. There's that Seven Pentacles, but now we're on the opposite side of it. Yeah, that happened back there. That absolutely 100% did happen back there. I don't feel like anybody really won or lost in this. The redness of this card kind of dampens that victory. Any victories that anybody won in this, it wasn't worth the bloodshed, is kind of how I feel about the Six of Wands right now. I don't know if they're, on paper you might be able to say that there was a winner and a loser in this situation, but it feels like way too much blood was shed for either side to truly be satisfied with this end. And I'm not even seeing an end here, but I'm implying it. Take that. Do whatever you will with that, but this isn't even like I would expect to see a hermit card out here or something like that. But this is not a retreat kind of vibe. This is standing your ground, standing strong, pulling together what you can, and not falling completely to the ground. You're not dead. You've been beaten to your knees. You're not dead. You're not laying on the ground. This ain't no Ten of Swords or nothing like that. right? You've just been knocked to your knees. That's not the worst position to be in. Sometimes you do need to be humbled. Sometimes life needs to humble you. It ain't fun. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. It's never fun, but it is a lesson to be learned for every human being on here. The Hermit did just show his face just a little bit. Thank you for at least, like, giving me that. Because it is a little bit introspective. Like, I would examine this, would be my personal advice to you. Again, it's not direct card advice, but, like, just take notes. The Virgo always wants to take notes. That way you can refer back. But really, this is more action than anything. And it's not even like... It's action and not reaction. Take action, don't react to these things. And when life hands you this, when life gives you this hand, in the game of life, when you get this dealt to you, don't react to this. Take action. Take steps in the correct direction. Clearly, this was the wrong direction, so resource, reconfigure, rebalance. This is Libra season now. Get yourself into balance. Get yourself into a like somewhat stable position and plan right now, because we're locking in for the rest of the season. So that's my advice for you, Scorpios. That's what I got. Good luck out there in this full moon. Just keep your head strong. Keep yourself together. We're gonna give you a Halloween oracle. A little festive fun, so get into it. Oh, Scorpios. I'm gonna end up with a malevolence and benevolence, I think, at some point here. I don't know if I can even continue with my readings until I do this, because even though I'm very displeased with the taste that's coming up, I also don't want to lose it, because I do want to catch it for you. It's just demon vibes. Just some demon vibes. It's fine. No, there's like like I said, it's a very toxic, heavy thing, and it was just kind of like creeping up through the whole thing, and now I feel spiritually sick. So we're gonna pull out malevolence and benevolence for you. It's gonna happen. But for right now, let's pull this one together, and we'll get you your oracle card for this full moon. Not taking 3. Don't be greedy, Scorpio. You're going to get a whole other video. So you get 2 for this moon. So, just about one more. Maybe I can't give you an oracle yet, till I get your malevolence and benevolence in order. Yeah. Okay, Scorpios. Tune in. Halloween Oracle also says that they want to work with malevolence and benevolence. So, if this is hitting for you in a direct, particular way, or not just cross-watching, reviewing casually, or whatever, if this is like real deal stuff, we're gonna do a whole other show for you. It's the side show. So, tune in. Malevolence and benevolence will be here with you shortly. Until then, have a fantastic moon, Scorpios. Thank you so much for coming out.